What's happening? It's your man Qualified, and we're here with
Your boy Ecosystem.
the motherfucking Hokage is in the building. You already know what it is. I know you must have seen the video on YouTube. It's like, what, 11K now?
11K.
That's crazy, man. This dude going viral out here, bro. We rocking. But, so, first thing, I had, like, just to get right to the shits, I had a question. I forget my man's name that you mentioned in that song, but yo, so what, he was like 33 years old, still living with his mom.
Yep.
He a bitch. Like, what happened? Like, why is he getting these vicious bars, bro?
Well, what you call this? Just really simple. I mean, like, you know, nowadays in hip hop, you gotta be really subtle whenever you like diss someone.
Yeah.
I wanna diss someone, just might as well straight to the point.
I feel
But
it.
also, like, you know, make it like, you know, entertaining for people to listen.
Yeah.
And it's kind of catchy too.
I got you. But like, why is this dude a bitch though?
Well, here's the thing. I was on vacation a year ago. I was in
Uh-huh.
another country. Dude decided to call me out by using his girl. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Welp.
Well, that happened.
You know what I mean? And that's how you handle it.
That's how you handle it.
You shut shit down and you give him some bars.
You
That's
gotta
what
be
do.
like, you know, you gotta be a silent G, like lasagna.
Ooh. That's what you're doing. You the motherfucking Hokage. You know what I'm saying? So, what are some of your influences in rap? Like, what are the things that make you want to rap?
There's one guy that I can really think of is Childish Gambino.
Okay.
He does everything.
Yeah.
He raps, he writes, he directs, he which goes to produce stuff. I do like, you know, I mean, I listen to him ever since he's like bust out with Bonfire. You know, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I really like his flow and kind of like, you know, more subtle, much more like, you know, not like, you know, much more. I'm thinking about more like, you know, more self.
Yeah.
Kind of like self-deprecating.
Okay.
That's kind of like how I think about it. Also, I'm thinking of another thing that I was like, you know, I was just actually in a show a couple of months ago on Kendrick Lamar. It's a big stretch though.
Yeah.
But like the way he kind of like, you know, he talks about like he's storytellers.
Right.
So my influences are basically storytellers.
Okay.
I want to tell a story that people can like, you know, relate to in a way.
Like, you were definitely doing
Yeah.
that on that with that song and that video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if y'all ain't seen it, look it up. But what would you say would be some recurring themes that may pop up in your music? Like, for me, one thing that's very strong and even ties into even my image overall as an MC, I guess, is professional wrestling. I'm a big fan, so
Me
I drop
too,
a
so
lot
am
of.
I.
Hey, I feel it. You know what it is. Too sweet me
Too
when you
sweet,
see
too
me. You
sweet.
know what it is. You
Yep.
know what it is. So, like, I drop a lot of wrestling bars, and that's something that people know me for. What are some like recurring themes like that?
I'm not gonna say a lot of nerd culture,
Right.
but I grew up in the Philippines.
Yeah.
We watch a lot of anime, so kind of like my track Hokage. It's kind of like a little like, you know, reference to Naruto.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's the boss. You know, this like the story is like about being the boss.
Right.
Like, you know, also Hokage in Japanese means fire shadow. So there's a lot of fire in it, but you're not gonna see it. But you're gonna be like, you know, a little bit silent, be a little silent G on it, you
Bro,
know?
you killing it on multiple levels when you really think about it. That's dope. I bet that's some stuff people didn't think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Definitely.
So let's take the story back a little bit, because you did just mention being born in the Philippines.
Yep.
So like, tell us a little bit about like your background. How did you become the MC that's standing before us today?
I
This
grew up-
beard.
I grew up listening to a lot of music. My dad, back in the 80s, he was a kind of like a sound engineer for like this local band.
Yeah.
They travel around Southeast Asia. And then when I was growing up, you know, I listened to a lot of like, you know, 70s, 80s music. And I also listened to like a lot of local Filipino music and also a lot of local hip hop.
Yeah.
So like, you know, one of my favorite is like this very famous Filipino rapper called Andrew E. So that's kind of like, you know, first thing that pops out in my head if you talk about like, you know, like Philippines and music.
And then how did that transition into like stepping out into the scene out here? Are you doing shows out here?
We do like a little bit shows. I do a lot of like DIY. I work
Oh,
with
okay.
people over here. It's really easy nowadays because of technology.
Right.
You can just like,
Put
everyone's
something
like,
out there.
throw it out.
Yeah.
It's SoundCloud. It's easy to like, it's easy to
Record right from your phone now. Yeah.
write stuff, release. But like, whenever I think about things and like whenever I write, I always think about like, thinking about the story to tell to people. And like whenever I write something, I want to have like, okay, for my next track, I kind of want to tie it up for the first song that I did. It's kind of like a reference.
Yeah, okay. Alright, now, us both being pro wrestling fans, I'm just going to take a slight detour from the hip hop.
Yep.
Best in the world right now, who do you got?
The easiest answer is Kenny Omega, but I
Yes.
still love Kazuchika Okada.
Ooh,
The Rainmaker.
okay, alright. Me right now,
What do you have?
I mean, I kind of want to say AJ. I would just say, like, all around right now, he's killing it, delivering the best promos of his
definitely.
career, still delivering high-level matches, and he's all the areas where people were like, oh, he'd fail if he goes to WWE. He's
Definitely.
knocking it
A lot
all
of
out of
talk
the park.
back then.
Top champ. But then, of course, Kenny is there, and then I would say a dark horse, man, Seth Rollins.
Really?
I mean, with the run he's been having this year, every match he's hitting on all cylinders.
5 stars.
You know what I mean? So,
5 stars.
all right, 5 stars. All right, so
Yes.
but all right. So all the wrestling nerds, holla at Champ Podcast. We out here. You already know what it is. But if you could compare your rapping style to a wrestler, current or past.
Current or past? Oh, that's gonna be a little bit difficult, but I would say current will be. Don't laugh at me, but Zack Sabre Jr. A lot of technicality on it.
No, I feel it.
Still young?
Okay. Yeah.
Or like Zack Sabre Jr. or Pete Dunne,
Okay. Pete
UK
Dunne.
champion. Still young, still kind of like a lot more way ahead of him, but it's really good.
Yeah, putting a lot of people in submissions, calling them dickheads,
Yep.
all of that. I like
Always
it.
angry.
Hey, there you go. The bruiserweight.
The bruiserweight. He made his own division. That's so badass.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Bruiserweight.
He's the only one in it, and he's always champ. Look it up if you fuck with
Google it.
wrestling. Look
Pete
up.
Dunne. Bruiserweight.
Right. But I guess me, I think I've said it before, man. I'd say Jeff Hardy, man, because I'm just all over the place and I always bring a lot of energy.
Brother
Never-
Nero.
Yeah.
I knew you would come.
I make them fade away and classify themselves as obsolete. You know how it goes. Okay. So what about projects, man? Are you working on any music?
Yeah,
Are you expecting an album?
Right now, I'm working on my EP, my first EP.
Okay.
Good versus Icko.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
I
this
see.
right there's like a pun, right?
Yeah,
Good
you
versus
out here
Icko.
doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be dropping by a couple of months from now.
Yeah.
Probably after next year. Let's see if Philippines would book me or Southeast Asia's available. But then again, you gotta you gotta do your stuff first. Get some good products out there.
Might have to start a fundraiser, man.
Yeah, I know, like some Kickstarter right there on
I
Patreon.
feel it. But shoot. Anything else, man? Any shout outs you trying to give us?
All right,
The
shout out to
Hokage
the
in
people
building.
out there who follow me on Instagram. I want to shout out some special people right now. Mom, dad, my little sister.
Hey, what's
also, the
I
people who helped me out
apologize
in
for
my
the swearing.
Hokage video. My
Yeah.
wife, Jessica Groves.
What's up?
What you call this? John Barayuga, my 2 producers from Malaysia,
Oh,
Charmaine
shit.
and Aslan. Give you
Bang.
guys a shout out. People from my workplace, you know who you are. Thanks
Mm.
for supporting me. And probably a couple of months we'll be talking again. I'll be probably showing up on your podcast.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
we
really
gonna have
liking
to see
it.
we gonna have to see what's popping, man.
What's happening, everybody? It's your man Qualified with
Astreaux Guillotine.
and this is Factory. You already
Yeah.
know what it is, man. Astreaux, man, it's kind of been a long time coming, man, about having you on the show. Pause. So, so I'm
Oh,
glad
that's
we
how
can
it's gonna
have
be
you
the
here,
whole
bro.
time. Yeah. Nah, man, I've been wanting to work with you for a long time, and
Yeah.
finally this year, I've accomplished. I did a feature for you,
Yeah.
and now I'm on the show. So
Yeah,
it's about time, man. Everything go full circle.
yeah, I feel it. So tell us a little bit about you getting started in Hawaii's hip hop scene and everything. I remember bumping into you a while back, being introduced to you, and you was trying to figure out how to get started out here.
Yeah, I got back out of jail from like May 2015, and I started moving back around like August 2015.
Okay.
So that's like my official time, I would say. I was in the scene before, like 2006, but it really wasn't the artist I am now. I just was trying to figure stuff out, running behind other dudes, you know what I mean? But now that I grew into my own from like 2015 on, it's been only 3 years, and now I got the 2 albums and like 5 singles out.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's kind of just been grinding, trying to meet everybody that wants to work with me, and I work with them, and we get what we get. Yeah.
So, what drives you in creating your music? Like, what would you say are like some of your biggest inspirations? What are your biggest influences?
Man, my biggest influence is failure. Yeah. I failed a lot to get to where I'm at, and so I take from those experiences, and then I build on top of that, because I must have had a plan I thought was gonna work, but obviously it didn't work. So I take the good from the bad, and then I grow from that.
Okay.
So failure is like the best way that I draw the inspiration to move forward.
Oh, I feel you. Okay. Seeing as how far you've grown in just 3 years, being back out moving around, where would you say that you would project your career going, like in the next 3 years? Like,
global.
Yeah.
Definitely. With all the groundswell and traction and experiences working with people like you and everything from this year, if I can build upon that the way that I'm planning to, then I should be global come, what is that, 2021?
Okay.
Yeah. Astreaux Guillotine everywhere, Cursor worldwide. We in here.
I feel it. Now, just by knowing you personally and even judging by your lyrical content, I would say that you come from not necessarily like the same school as mumble rap or that stuff. Do you feel in today's climate musically, like how do you feel that the actual art of being an MC, do you feel that's undervalued?
It's undervalued by people who overvalue it. Because if you're a dope MC, then you find a way, no matter what is going on, to put yourself the best way possible. Jay-Z has done it time and time again. You can say what you want about Drake, but Drake's done it time and time again. Wayne, not so much recently, but before, was killing it every time he morphed. But yet, it still was Wayne, it still was Jay, it still was Drake. Kendrick is a perfect blueprint for anybody that wants to be lyrical and try to move forward. Because I've listened to him, since 2010 or whatnot. The verses are for you. The hook and the beat for the label. You get that formula together, that's how you get a song like Swimming Pools.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how deep the second verse on that was. My man's was talking about his conscience to himself. Yet the hook was so simple and the beat slapped. He even did an extra verse on the album version, so you really knew like I can rap.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's those subtle things that you can still be you no matter what, but morph with what you feel you can grow into. Not necessarily what's going on, but what you feel is the next step.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would take it that that's where you see yourself.
Oh yeah. I'm a amoeba, so to speak.
Okay.
Like I grew up with poetry, so I like lyrics. I like saying stuff worth saying. I also like ignorant shit. You know what I mean? I'm half, bruh. Like I'm an Arnold Palmer, half and half. Like, you treat me down, then pause. But
wow.
You get the mix.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, man. So battling as
Battling.
as a skill and as something to sharpen. Because I know when I was coming up, like before I even started really hitting stages and whatnot, like the rest of the crew that I was with, like the dude who was in charge, shout out to ASL, he would have us battle each other. Like there would be certain times we link up and practice, and
That's how it used to be though.
yeah, you know what I mean. And like you just have to go and. There was times I got my ass beat. There was times I whooped
had
some
it
ass.
ass, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, man. Shout out Sensei Lotus. Sensei Lotus is making a lot of moves right now.
Yo,
man.
word.
I went to high school with him.
Oh,
we both went to
word.
Pearl City High School, and I used to battle him. Now, back then, Sensei Lotus, that wasn't his name, but he was a beast even back then.
Yeah, no.
So I done got my ass handed to him a few times. Now, you know, I'm older. I'm not gonna say he can beat me. I'm not gonna say I can beat him, but I'm a grown man now.
All right.
But no,
All was popping.
yeah,
Set it up on Factory.
no, all love and respect.
No, shout out to Sensei Lotus. We posted you.
Yeah.
We gonna have to holla at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, that's just we both came from a school. Me, him, Bino, we battled either morning, before breakfast, after breakfast, recess, after lunch, after school. I was in KLM, you know what I mean? And we rapped all day. That's what you did. There's a bunch of motherfuckers huddled around, looked like the scene from I Am Legend.
Wow.
The motherfuckers just, you know what I mean? They get
Oh,
nigga,
shit,
this is
that's
crazy.
Nah, man.
But yeah, that sharpened the tool.
Yeah.
Like the best this last one, but the best thing to help me freestyle, I had a 6'7". Nah, he wasn't 6'7". He was like 6'5", foot tall senior, and the nigga was Samoan named Norris. That nigga beatboxed his ass off. But for some reason, he hung out with me tough. He would push me in the corner. Nigga, let's rap. I was like, what? Yeah, freestyle, nigga, okay. And then I would freestyle all the time, no matter what the beat was. 5 Fingers of Death, niggas was doing that for 10 minutes back in high school.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for that too, by the way.
Hey.
But yeah, so I come from the school like you gotta have your own determination and will to go forward. Because niggas weren't gonna let nobody lag behind. We all from the same city. We all from the same place.
Do you feel that like the art of actually being able to freestyle is gone? I mean, like we had Juice World not too long ago freestyle for a whole hour. So that was a thing that happened.
That was cool.
You know what I mean? Do you feel like freestyling is undervalued, or you think that's something that do you think it's even a tool that MCs need now?
Freestyling isn't valued mainstream. Freestyling is valued by people who actually like rap.
I would make another argument about freestyling. And is that it's more impressive in the live venue, like right in front of you. When you see somebody freestyling, like, oh shit, this dude is actually freestyling. Like that's always more impressive. Like people don't care. Like the average mainstream person doesn't care about watching a freestyle video on YouTube or watching freestyle battles or any of that shit. Unless the battles are just like super crazy punchline after punchline.
Oh, you mean like when Sirius Jones told Jin how you go platinum, there's 2 billion people in China?
Yeah, just crazy, like moments the whole time. Like people aren't gonna, the average person isn't gonna seek this shit out. You know what I mean? But when you do it live in front of their face and start going off the top and start rapping about things in front of you, and they're like, yeah, he's actually, you know what I mean?
You know what
It's a
blows
whole
people's
different-
minds when you freestyle is when you use their name in the freestyle. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's the easiest thing to do. If I point people out in the crowd, I guess, I don't know, some people probably, to them, it's something they can't really do. Like, I don't see myself building a jungle gym, but a nigga builds a jungle gym, I'm like, damn, that's pretty dope. Maybe that's how people view freestyling. It's actually an art, but for us, it's so ingrained in our blood. It's like
it's something you gotta do.
It's like writing with a pen. You know what I mean? It's
like
just,
if you can't freestyle, then
why are you here?
Niggas don't want to hear you rap.
You know what I mean?
I want to hear your verses.
If you can't freestyle, make sure you got money for studio time. Nigga.
Facts. Oh man, so. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, we got a guest star, guest
star,
appearance
hey.
from Hoku, the dog.
Now she wants.
He.
Now he wants the water.
Yeah.
My
Now
bad, bro.
he only wants the water when he wants the water.
Oh, my bad,
That's
bro.
how Hoku works.
My bad, bro. Okay.
Let me see him.
Yeah.
Say hello to the world, homie.
There we go.
There you go.
Mm.
Now we gonna get 10,000 views. There's gonna be a video of Astreaux and a puppy.
Fat 3 love the pups.
Yeah.
You already know what it is.
Trick love the kids.
Hey. Shoot. So on that note, man, I think we gonna wrap up the interview.
Yeah.
We might talk about some more industry stuff that y'all ain't even ready for. Y'all ain't even ready for.
Nah. Tell him like Rick Ross is more sinister.
You know what I mean? But all right, man. It's Qualified.
Astreaux Guillotine.
It's Factory.
Tsunami.
We out.